Hello students, this is physics session for class 9th and today I am going to start a new chapter, force and laws of motion. So in this chapter first we will discuss what is force and what is the effect of force and what are the types of forces. So let us see what is force. Have you seen force? Obviously no. Can you tell what is the color of force? What is the taste of force? How does force look like? Obviously, you will answer no. So, force, to understand the concept of force, we can observe some effects of force. Okay? On the basis of some effects, we can say a force is acting on a body or not. So, let us see what is force. Actually, in simple way, we can say it is push or pull. Okay? If you push any object or if you pull any object, you can set the object in motion. Okay? So, when we by applying some force, if the object comes in motion or the moving object comes in rest, you can say the force is applied on the object. Okay? So, in simple way you can say force is push or pull. Okay? But the matter is we can't see force. Okay? Only we can see the effect of force. So, let us see what are the effects of force. Effects of force. Number 1, it can set the body in motion. Means by applying force a body can come in motion. Okay? Number 2, it can bring the moving object at rest. Means if you apply some force, you can make a moving body at rest. Okay? Next, the effect is it can change the direction of force, direction of moving body. Direction of moving object. And the next one is it can change the shape of object, shape of a body or object. Okay? So, these are some effects of force. What are the effects? Actually, on the basis of these effects, you can say the force is acting on a body. Number one, it can change a body, it can make the body in motion. Next one is it can set the moving body at rest by applying some force. It can change the direction of moving body. Next one is it can change the shape of moving body. Okay. So these are some effects of force, and on the basis of these effects we can understand what is force. Okay. फोर्स सिंपली हम ये कह सकते हैं कि फोर्स इज पुश और पुल, क्योंकि फोर्स को हम नहीं देख सकते कि वो कैसा है, कैसा उसको फील नहीं कर सकते, टेस्ट नहीं कर सकते, तो फोर्स को हम कैसे पहचानेंगे? हम कुछ इफ़ेक्ट्स के बेसिस पर, यानी अगर किसी बॉडी पर कोई फोर्स लग रहा है तो उसका कुछ इफ़ेक्ट हमें दिखाई पड़ेगा, तो उस इफ़ेक्ट्स की बेसिस पर हम बता सकते हैं कि फोर्स का क्या इफ़ेक्ट है, मीन्स फोर्स क्या है। तो फोर्स किसी भी बॉडी को जो कि रेस्ट में हो मोशन में ला सकता है, ये किसी मूविंग बॉडी को रेस्ट में ला सकता है, किसी भी मूविंग बॉडी की डायरेक्शन को चेंज कर सकता है, किसी भी बॉडी का शेप चेंज किया जा सकता है by applying some force. So these are some effects of forces. Suppose if you apply some force on a body which is at rest, okay, so this body, after applying force, this body may come in motion. Okay, suppose this body has very huge mass, so the small force cannot set this body in motion. Okay, but simply when we apply force, it can change the body in motion, okay, which is at rest. And like when you push an almirah by applying force, almirah can be set in motion. And by pulling a toy cart, that is by pulling you can set the body in motion. Suppose an object is moving, then by applying force you can stop the object. Okay, like as you can see in automobile vehicles, the driver can change the direction of moving bus or car by applying some force. The direction of bus can be changed. And you can take another example. If you take a balloon filled with air, and if you apply some force, then you can change the shape of balloon. Okay, so these are some effects of forces. Now you can take a screenshot of it. Now let us know about the types of forces. When a force is applied on a body, it may be of two types mainly. Balanced force and unbalanced force. Okay. So now let us we try to know what is balanced force. Suppose this is an object and on this object a force F1 is applied in this direction and another force F2 is applied in opposite direction. Okay? And suppose when the two forces are applied and if you observe, suppose when the object is at rest and if this object does not move from its position, it means due to these two forces, the object is not moving. Okay? It means the state of object is not changing. Okay? And so it means the net effect of this force is 0. Okay? Because if one force is acting in this direction, another force is acting in this direction, and if the object is not moving, it means these two forces are balanced forces. So, how can you define balanced forces? If number of forces acting on a body can bring no change in the state of rest or in the state of uniform motion such forces are called balanced forces. Okay? In this case especially, if we consider F1 is equal to F2, it means the magnitude of these two forces are same. If this force you can take in positive direction, so for this force it is considered in negative direction. Okay? So the resultant force F is equal to F1 plus minus F2. Okay? Because if you consider this direction as positive, so this direction will be taken as negative. So if you have to find out the net force or the resultant force, this is called actually resultant force F equal to F1 plus inside the bracket minus F2. Minus sign is only because of this force is acting in opposite direction. So the net force or resultant force is F1 minus F2. Okay. Since F1 equal to F2, so you can write this F1 minus F1. This is equal to 0. So in this case, the resultant force is 0. So if a number of forces acting on a body, then what will be the magnitude of resultant force? It will be 0. So in case of balanced force, the resultant force will be 0. Okay. And now let us try to understand unbalanced forces. Suppose this is a body which is at rest and a force F1 is applied on this object in this direction and F2 is applied in opposite direction on the same body. And if you observe, the body is brought in motion, means it comes in motion. It means these two forces are unbalanced forces. Okay. So you can define this like as, if a number of forces acting on a body can change the state of rest or the state of uniform motion the forces are called unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces. Okay. If a number of forces acting on a body can change the state of rest or the state of uniform motion, you can say the forces are unbalanced forces. Okay. So in this case, if we consider these two forces are acting on a body and such that F1 is greater than F2. Okay. So resultant force F, this is equal to F1 plus minus F2. Okay. So you can write this F1 minus F2. So this is resultant force. For example, if suppose this force is 100 Newton and this force is 70 Newton, so the resultant force is 100 Newton minus 70 Newton, this is 30 Newton. Okay. So in this way you can find the magnitude of resultant force. Now you can take a screenshot of it. तो फोर्सेस, बैलेंस्ड फोर्स क्या है कि अगर किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पर एक से ज़्यादा फोर्स लग रहे हैं और ऑब्जेक्ट अगर रेस्ट में है तो उसका स्टेट नहीं चेंज हो रहा है, मीन्स वो मोशन में नहीं आ रहा है अगर उस पर एक से ज़्यादा फोर्सेस लग रहे हैं। तो हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि वो ऑब्जेक्ट, यानी उस ऑब्जेक्ट पर जो फोर्स लग रहा है वो बैलेंस फोर्स है। ठीक है। और बैलेंस फोर्स का जो रिजल्टेंट होगा, यानी कि नेट फोर्स जो होगा वो इस केस में 0 होगा। ये बात आपको ध्यान रखना है। और सेकेंड थिंग इज अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स। अगर मान लीजिए कि किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पर 2 फोर्स या उससे ज़्यादा फोर्स लग रहे हैं, बट एक रिजल्ट के तौर पर वो ऑब्जेक्ट अगर रेस्ट में था और मोशन में आ रहा है, तो आप ये कह सकते हो कि जो भी फोर्सेस हैं वो अनबैलेंस फोर्स हैं। ओके। जैसा कि हमने इसमें लिया है 100 न्यूटन फोर्स, 70 न्यूटन फोर्स, तो इसका जो रिजल्टेंट होगा वो 30 न्यूटन होगा। ओके। नाउ दिस क्लास इज ओवर टुडे एंड वी विल डिस्कस Galileo's experiment in the next class. Thank you, students.